realize this thing's there. So thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. We won't take much of your time. We know everybody's already zoomed out, and you know, time off, evenings off are very precious, especially to all of us that work at the hospital. So really, we hope to be able to wrap this up in the next 20-25 minutes. Please, we encourage you to ask questions if you want. The easiest way to just add it to the chat along the way, and we can address your questions as they come up, or there is going to be ample time for questions and answers at the end. Really, the purpose of this session was so that you would understand what the Kemptville District Hospital Fitness Challenge is all about, what it's going to look like for you, so that when we start on Monday, you have a better idea. And for anybody who might be on the fence as to whether or not they want to join, it just gives you an opportunity to see what it's all about and know what you're getting, and then you can make your choice from there.
So goals for this session, and as I'm sure everyone is well aware of, the past 10 months have been different, and for many, that's caused changes to their health and wellness routine, and particularly not great changes. And so what we're going to talk about is the program that we've been running for a while, and also to some specifics in how we've been running it throughout the pandemic and why it's been successful, and particularly successful with one group that we run, which is the Canadian Women's Physicians Fitness Challenge. And so with frontline healthcare workers. So with that, you're going to get the who, the what, and the when of the Kemptville District Hospital Fitness Challenge, with insights into what we've been doing across the nation with Canadian women physicians.
So we wanted to start with the who. So first of all, everyone, this is Jake. Jake, this is everybody at my wonderful hospital. For those of you, I'm sure many of you know me. Some of you might know my name, but not necessarily see my face, depending on where you work in the hospital. My name's Suzanne Rutherford, and as most of you know, I am a physician in Kemptville. I started at Kemptville Hospital in 2006, straight out of in fact, I did my residency in the Kemptville Hospital. So it has been always my home base hospital. It is my home, my family. I love the hospital. I love the team there. I'm just so excited that we have this opportunity to work with you. So basically, the story behind the fitness challenge, the story behind Jake and I, is what many of you probably don't know is that I've had, you know, on top of being a physician, I've always had a strong passion and love of fitness and nutrition. And it actually started back in my undergraduate degree when I majored in nutritional sciences. And obviously, through the hectic life of medical school and residency and having babies and having a job, you know, a lot of it took a bit of a backseat for a while. And even my own, you know, health and fitness really stopped becoming a priority. So fast forward, Jake and I met at a gym that he owned at the time. He then left the gym to do personal training on his own, and I joined him as a personal training member. And right away, it was clear to me, after having worked with so many personal trainers throughout my fitness, you know, course, that Jake really knew what he was doing. Like, again, don't blush here, Jake, but he was like no other in that his training was evidence-based. It was efficient. You know, it was everything that I was looking for. And his philosophies on nutrition and our whole mindset about wellness and health, and how, you know, taking care of our own health and wellness, really how important it is for our overall life. Our philosophies really jived. So basically, at the time, I was training with Jake in person once a week and then doing my own thing on my days off. And as with anything, I was just struggling. I was struggling to get to gym classes at the time because my shift work made it hard. Work demands made it hard. Being a mother demands made it hard. So I was really needing a program that fit into my really crazy, hectic lifestyle. So Jake said to me, you know what? I've got this. I'm going to provide you workouts to do. I'm going to provide you one that you could do at home with the little equipment you have. I'm going to provide you some that you can do, you know, with no equipment, wherever you are. So in the call room, I was doing them in the emergency call room when I would have some downtime in my night shifts. I'm going to give you some workouts that you can do when you have time to go to the gym. So bam, it was like all of a sudden, all of my fitness goals came to reality because Jake designed a program that actually worked for my crazy life. And like I said, the workouts were efficient, and combined with what I knew about nutrition, it really got me the results that I wanted. So I said to him, I'm not the only person that would benefit from this. There's so many. In that case, I was thinking female physicians who are mothers that would benefit from this program. So let's put it out there to my network and see if anybody else would want to join. And sure enough, this was 3 years ago now, 30 doctors across the country signed up, similar to this program that we're offering now. And fast forward 3 years, we've just started our next round of 500 doctors. They go from Newfoundland all the way to BC. We've since developed the program and expanded it to a group of working moms of all professions in our Moms First movement. And we've since now expanded to corporations like Kemptville District Hospital. We've also worked with some accounting firms in Ottawa and things like that. So all this to say, that's our story, how we came to be. But I'm so excited to be able to offer this to Kemptville, because I really, really, really think that the Kemptville team we need some TLC right now. It's been a long, hard year. And I really think it's important for each and every one of you to have an opportunity to really start prioritizing your own health and wellness. And honestly, we would love the opportunity to be able to help you do that. Jake?
And so I'll give you a little bit of background into myself. I started as a personal trainer when I was 16 years old, and just fell in love with training. I was a hockey player and working out for hockey and stuff like that. My dad was always, what are you going to go to school for? What are you going to do after high school? And kinesiology was where I decided to put my energy and efforts in, because I just love training so much. And so shortly after school, I invested in a local gym, which was a learning lesson, to say the least. It was a very challenging time in my life, and ultimately challenges that came with the business took away from my love for training. And so with that, once I was able to get out of the business, I decided I love training. That's what I want to do. And so this training studio that's behind me is what I opened up just out of my house when my girlfriend and I moved out. And with that, online training was becoming a thing. And I was very intrigued by this online training, because it was basically being promoted as a way to deliver your workouts to your clients on demand at a fraction of the cost. So it was 5 years ago that I started with just a few online training clients and started shooting videos in my basement. And it was 3 years ago. So I had this dream of pursuing online training. And it was 3 years ago when Suzanne put me in touch. I was slowly building up a clientele, but when Suzanne put me in touch with the Canadian Women Physicians Group, that's when things really took off and my dreams started to become a reality. And not only were my dreams becoming a reality, but I was seeing a huge difference in my clients. And the difference came because with online training, you get so much more than just workouts. And so with personal training, for sure, I can coach a client and tell them to do away from when they're not working with me, but it only goes so far. Whereas with online training, you get this all-encompassing approach we're going to talk about. And even better than that is when online training, you're put into a community of like-minded people working towards common goals, that it becomes very effective. And so with the Kemptville District Hospital Fitness Challenge, it's going to be a 12-week online fitness challenge where you're going to be working with or alongside your colleagues to help to sort of enhance your health and wellness, but also to have a lot of fun throughout the process and hold each other accountable and give each other support. And so we're very, very excited for what's to come with this challenge.
So as Jake just alluded to, the programs that we offer, it's what we call a 3-pillared approach. And the 3 pillars that are critical to making any sort of significant lifestyle changes really comes, it's nutrition, fitness, and then community and mindset. And that's really what we have put together into one package through our fitness challenges. So first and foremost, the nutrition point. So anybody that's looking to make any significant changes to their body composition, whether it's fat loss, muscle gain, really nutrition is key. You can, work out till you're, literally dead, and it won't make the changes if you don't have the nutrition point intact. So And really, when it comes to the nutrition, this is where there is the most conflicting information. This is where I find so many of my patients and clients are just flooded with really bad information. There's so much there's so much information out there. There's so many influencers out there on social media who claim to know exactly what the recipe is and they know the formula. And, you know, so many people are left going, I have to eat keto to lose weight. Carbs are awful. You know, this is what I need to do. And really, our goal in the next 12 weeks for everyone is to help give you the evidence-based information, the science behind it all, so you know exactly what you need to do to accomplish your goals. And we do this through a variety of ways. Basically, the philosophy that we coach is something in the terms of flexible dieting. So it's not one specific diet fits all. It's figuring out what your diet will look like for you personally, for you to achieve your goals. And there is a certain recipe, certain ingredients that are needed for you to do that. And we help you figure out your own recipe and help you figure out those ingredients. But the diet will look different for every single one of you. And the way we deliver this information, it's, first of all, I have to say it's very, very digestible. We do not overload you. The information comes in bits and pieces so that everyone, you know, is able to understand. We don't want to turn this into a full-on nutrition, you know, university course where you all feel like you're attending school. That's not the point. We make sure it's very digestible and fun. So first and foremost, when you sign up for the program, you will get the nutrition manual that Jake and I wrote together. Again, it's sort of the Coles version, nuts and bolts of what you really need to know about evidence-based nutrition. You'll also get a recipe guide that comes with that. So these are all of the recipes that Jake and I are some of our favorites and a lot of our clients' favorites as well, all broken down into, you know, the macro or calorie content, the nutrition content. After that, so in the first week of the program, we encourage everyone to read through the nutrition manual. Again, it's not a novel. We kept it short and easy, so it's not a huge task for everyone. In week 2, we'll be doing our webinar. So we actually have been, we presented this webinar at the Canadian Women in Medicine Conference and to several other platforms since. It's evidence-based nutrition and fitness for fat loss. So again, it just takes the information from the manual and just allows us to dig a bit deeper, give you a bit more knowledge, also provide a little bit of the science, again, in a really digestible way, so that you leave the webinar really understanding the key facts and the key information you need to achieve your goals, whatever those goals will be going forward. We'll also be hosting live Q&As, so sessions just like this. Grab your tea, glass of wine, come in your pajamas, you know, come any way at all, in order for you to be able to ask us questions and us troubleshoot some common nutrition, you know, issues, challenges, myths, things like that. And also gives us a chance to talk about different strategies, things that you can try as well when it comes to, you know, achieving your goals, which whether it be weight loss or muscle gain. We also, in the Facebook group, which you will all be a part of, we will be posting regularly nutrition posts that will become, again, information in a really digestible way. An example is what you see up on the screen, how to tackle late night snacking, tips, tricks, you know, how to manage those kind of things. And obviously we welcome, this community really is about engagement. So if there's specific topics on nutrition that you want covered, you simply ask for it and we will make sure it's covered. And then obviously there's access to nutrition coaching throughout as well. So if you ever have any specific questions that are very individual to yourself, we do encourage you to ask most questions in the group, because chances are if you're asking it, somebody else would like to know the answer too. But if you have really specific questions to your own, you're welcome to message me directly through Facebook. You can access Jake through Facebook or also through the Trainerize app as well. And we'd be happy to, you know, coach you along the way as well.
And so with that, we're going to present a few of our testimonials. So this is one of the physicians who joined in our initial round. She's got a pretty cool story, but the backstory to Amy is she's been a lifelong yo-yo dieter, someone who's really struggled with finding the right solution, struggled with body image, struggled with weight fluctuations and things like that. So when Suzanne put the initial notice out that we were going to run this program, she hemmed and hawed about it and finally took the plunge, because she said, you know what, I've spent a lot more money on different programs, so what's the worst that can happen? She joined our program, and one of her biggest regrets in joining the program is that she didn't take any initial measurements, because results that she's seen is they're incredible. She's lost 50 pounds, but more important than that, she's lost 50 pounds and she's kept it off. And ultimately that's through the science that will come with the nutrition coaching, and also to finding a program that fits, that she can stick to, and that gives her accountability support along the way. So a lot of the things that you're going to see with the Kemptville District Hospital Fitness Challenge. And also too, one of the really cool things, which I'm going to talk about the training in a second, but she started with just body weight, a couple body weight workouts per week. She could barely do a push-up off of her knees. And now she's gone on to build a little bit of equipment, which has turned into a lot of equipment, a full home gym, which she does some of the different workouts with. And she's been an amazing success story. And so with that, and
sorry, I'm cutting you
yep.
in. So this is a perfect example, and I can see Karen, right? Okay, this is a perfect example. Amy's a perfect example of how this program really does cater to all fitness levels, right from beginners. We have people participating in this group that are quite literally, doing push-ups on walls, not even knees, up on walls. It's very, very, very beginners. And we've got people in the same group, in the same program, who are using the workout, who are, and this is where I'm looking at you, Karen, hip thrusting 300, 350 pounds. Amy is now that person. She was the beginner who couldn't, do a squat with any weight, who's now, squatting, 100 and 110 and hip thrust, like huge amounts of weight. So, but the point is, it's the program, there is an exercise, there is a workout in there that will suit every single one of you.
I don't want 300 pounds. I don't think I ever thrusted 300, but thank you.
It's funny you say the wall, because I just finished answering a message from one of our new members in the Canadian Women's Physicians Program, who was saying she can't do push-ups because she's newly postpartum and it didn't suit her core, and it basically just, she wasn't ready for them. So that's exactly the substitute that I gave her. And it's one of the things that comes with the program, is it's not just a program like, here you go, good luck guys, we hope you do well with it, we'll see you in 12 weeks or whatever it is. It's really going to be there with you along the way. And you'll see in the Facebook community there posts daily from us, other than Saturdays because everyone needs a day off, but there are posts daily from us. And so yeah, with the workout program, what you're going to see is a variety of different workouts. With those workouts, it's been designed based on my 15 years of personal training, group training, and now online training, a lot of experience, a degree in kinesiology, and I've worked with every type of demographic. I've worked with grandmother, 75-year-old. I've worked with 9-year-old figure skater, elite athletes, Olympians, everything in between. But ultimately, the program is designed so that you can take the tools that are given to you and come up with your unique solution. So you'll see bodyweight workouts, home gym workouts, gym-based workouts, yoga. There's additional workouts and a variety of different options. So if I was your personal trainer, you would come to me, and if you were working out with me 4 or 5 days a week, it would cost you hundreds of dollars a week. But ultimately, with the tools that I'm giving to you in the program, you're going to be getting the exact same workouts that I would be giving you at a fraction of the cost. Just that I won't be there administering them for you. So with that, here's a sample of the workout calendar. So the workout calendar comes with bodyweight workouts, home gym workouts, gym-based workouts. That's the B, the H, the G, restorative workouts. And then you'll see on the weekend, live workout and or a pre-recorded live workout, the yoga session. And people come into the program and they say, what are all these workouts? I can't do all these workouts. And you're not meant to do all these workouts. What you're meant to do is to look through them and basically adapt and tailor, again, what the program gives you to come up with your own unique solution. And there also is the option for an intro-based program. So if you're really new to exercise, you're just getting back into exercise, you can choose that option. It will look a little bit different than this, but there's something there for everyone. And the gym-based workouts, if you're really into working out, if you're like Suzanne and you have a really cool home gym, those workouts will be exactly what one of my advanced clients would get. So it's been really, really cool. And people ask me all the time, how do you deliver a program to over 400 people, and it's the same program. And the reason being is it's set up very efficiently. One of my biggest training principles is risk and reward. Every exercise comes with risk and reward. And with anyone that I'm working with, we want to choose exercises that maximize the reward and minimize the risk. And one of those that I'm super proud of, having trained thousands of people online and having over hundreds of clients, is that it is so rare that I get a message saying, yeah, I injured myself doing this or whatever it might be. I do get messages saying, hey, I have this old nagging injury. How can I modify this? But for the most part, the program has been bulletproof in some sense in terms of delivering clients results with minimal risk of injury. And so with Trainerize, I'm going to show you in a second, but it really is an all-in-one fitness and nutrition solution. It's a very, very cool app, very versatile. So we have this video here, which I'm going to play for you. It's about 3 minutes long, and it'll take you into exactly what you're going to see upon signing up for the program.
Service, combat actions, this goes on and on. Enlisted right out of high school. Every CO I talk to adopt that. The crew's about to ship out of it.
Jake, I think maybe somebody needs to mute their camera. Are you guys hearing that?
I'm hearing TV or something.
Yeah, I can't figure out who
Somebody
that
do me
is.
a favor and just mute themselves. Awesome.
Mute yourself?
Nope.
Okay, I figured out how to do this
Doesn't
now.
mean-
Who was it? Who's the culprit?
Linda?
All right, I think we're good. Someone's TV is off. Okay, I'll restart this, and voila.
Did you mute the video? Jake?
Can you hear it?
No.
Yeah? Oh, you can't hear? Maybe if I take my headphones out? I'm listening to me.
What you're going to see upon signing up for the
that better?
Kempsville District Hospital Fitness Challenge. So with the Trainerize app, it really is an all-encompassing health and wellness solution. So you can connect your Apple Watch, you can connect your Fitbit, you can also connect nutrition with MyFitnessPal, store any photos. There's a plethora of different things that you can do with this app. And then from there, you'll have things to do today, and you're going to see your calendar. So calendar, you have the variety of different workouts: B for body weight, H for simple equipment home gym, G for gym-based workouts, R are restorative, have L pre-recorded live workouts, which are much like a boot camp class, and a yoga session. And then when you go into a workout, what you're going to see is detailed instructions on how to perform that workout. Then each exercise comes with an individual video of myself showing you how to perform that exercise. Just click play and voila. And then from there, to track your workout, you click on start now. And what that will do is it's going to show you the order and sequence that all the exercises are done in. So body weight squats, 4 sets times 10. As you complete those sets and reps, you add them in to tracking, and then from there, when you see a superset, 3 sets, you go back and forth between bodyweight back lunges to knee drive, Superman plank with iso hold, whatever it might be. When you're done that workout, you can click save. You can rate the workout as to how hard it was, so that when you go to perform the workout the next time, you can judge based on how hard was it. Am I improving? Am I not improving? Or just to notify your trainer how hard that workout was, you click done, and then the app will how many workouts you've completed. If you want to move a workout, it's very simple. You just click and drag, and you can hold that workout and move it to whichever day you'd like. If you want to delete a workout, you simply swipe to the left for any of the workouts that you aren't doing. If you want to add a different activity, you can go into activities. Let's say it's a run, for example, click on run, and then you can click on the distance, add in the distance. I did a 5 kilometer today. Okay, I'm going to click mark as complete, and then save. And from there, it will store that run into your calendar on whichever day. If it's not stored on the right day, problem, it's marked in there. I can just drag it down to whichever day I want to have it. So again, with this, you have not only your fitness challenge workouts, but any of the other activities that you're completing, any additional activities, we'll show you how to log those as well. Once you join the program, you'll have fitness stored in here, any body stat, body composition updates, and this is what makes the app all encompassing and ultimately such a successful approach to health and wellness.
So two things there. Jake did not run 5 kilometers because Jake hates to run.
No.
And the second thing is, seeing the app like that, we wanted to show you the features, but I will be the first one to say it can be a bit daunting. It is the most user-friendly. You are looking at the most tech unsavvy person in the entire world. As all of you who work with me know, I need help with everything tech. And the app is super, super simple. Within a few days, it will be no-brainer. And the way it tracks, what I love about it is it tracks my information. So it takes all the brain work out of it. Jake provides these great workouts that are really smartly designed, that build you up over time. You know, an expression you'll hear us say, progressive overload, that's very important when it comes to building muscle and losing fat. He designs them all for you, so you don't even have to think about it, and you store all the numbers, so the next time you go back to do that same exercise, all the information is there. It's honestly so easy. Again, that video showed you a little overtake, but it really is very simple. So just going on, one of our other another member that has had huge success and that we're really proud of is Dr. Nisha Bakshi. So she's an internist in Edmonton. She's actually currently the internist who is running the COVID units at the Royal Alexandria Hospital, where they are being hit like, you know, unbelievably. So this woman is an incredible woman for so many reasons. But what I love most about her story and what makes me so proud for her is twofold. So she's had a really long and difficult relationship with her weight for a very long time, pretty much her whole life since childhood. And with that came a very unhealthy relationship with food and a really unhealthy relationship with exercise, and quite frankly, a really poor self-esteem and difficult relationship with her own self. So since joining the program, she's been with us for 2.5 years. She is one of our superstars because, you know, it's been so amazing to see how her mindset has changed. She's gained so much strength. Yes, she's lost weight, but honestly, that is so down the list compared to all of the other amazing things that she's done. In this photo, this photo was taken. This is the first time she's worn a sleeveless anything, top dress, her whole life, you know, and she was so proud because she put it on and she felt good. And she looked at the pictures and she said, "I like my pictures." And honestly, I mean, she's just incredible. And what I love too about Nisha is that, you know, there isn't a woman I know right now, or man, quite frankly, whose life has been taken over more by COVID than this woman you're looking at. We're talking 24/7. She's had no respite. She also has 2 young twins. And despite all this, she's managing to still work out. And where before, you know, her own health and wellness would have been the last thing she thought about while life was crazy, she's actually continued to prioritize it because, again, Jake has managed to produce exercises and workouts that she can do anywhere, that can fit into her crazy time, that she can make work. And she's really prioritized it. And instead of exercise and nutrition being kind of a have to or one more stress in her life, it's actually what she's turning to now to deal with the stress in her life. And that is a total 180 compared to, you know, the Nisha that started out. And so she's an incredible lady for lots of different reasons, but just what she's been able to do with the philosophy of the program and how it's helped reshape her whole mindset. And most of all, her relationship with food and exercise and herself it's really amazing on so many ways.
For sure. And another thing I'll comment on that is just because she's been a part of this community that we've built with the Canadian Women's Physician Group, and she's bought into it, and she understands that regardless of how fast or how slow her progress is moving, she's always keep it moving somehow, some way, because she's a part of this community.
So we talked about the nutrition part. We talked about fitness. The workouts are amazing. But this is my favorite part. It's the community. So when you join the Kemptville District Hospital Fitness Challenge, you'll be invited into a private Facebook group. And this is where we all get to come together and basically support each other along the way and help keep each other accountable, help share ideas, help, share recipes, help share our successes, help share our struggles. This is the place where you go on and say, struggling to get my workout in today, not feeling it, crap day at the hospital. And this is where somebody else goes in, felt the same way, but I got my workout in, go do it. You could do it. Or it's okay if you don't do it, because that's perfectly okay too. But we're there to support each other. And really the community aspect is really, to me, and you'll hear Jake say it as well, the secret sauce to this whole thing. Because as soon as you find people who are in a similar situation, in this case, our commonality is healthcare and Kemptville Hospital. And being able to support each other and help each other achieve our goals just means your rate of success, skyrockets. This is also in the group is where Jake and I, as I mentioned earlier, will be sharing information, nutrition posts, information on workouts. And like I said, it's just a place for all of us to engage safely. It is a private group, and really help us all stay focused and like I said, accountable and well supported.
And so with that, we have one more testimony for you, which comes from a lady who's a part of our Mom's First group. And she joined the program and she was in a scenario, basically she was living in Dartmouth and just couldn't find something that worked for her and was telling herself, you know what, this is just what I have to accept. I've got 3 kids, I'm a shift worker. And I don't know how to prioritize my health and wellness. And furthermore, I don't know if I'll ever be able to make changes to my body. And she came across one of our sponsored ads. She said, you know what, I'll take a shot on this. So we did a consultation, and fast forward to, she's been in the program just over a year. She's seen some pretty incredible results. What she loved the most about the program was it didn't matter the time of day. She could always fit something in, whether it was 10:30 at night, whether it was 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever it might be, she could fit a workout in. She got evidence-based nutrition coaching. One of the things she reminds Suzanne and I about often is that she was able to lose weight and see changes, still eating the food she loved. And the community aspect has been really big for her as well. She moved from Dartmouth, got a job in Winnipeg. And so she's moved from Dartmouth. More recently, she's now in Winnipeg, and she's been able to keep with the community. She's been able to keep up with her workouts, and she's ultimately seen results, which again, our goal with anyone coming into our program is to help them not only achieve results, but results that are going to last. So that basically brings us to our 3 pillars.
Yeah, so it's basically coming at you with everything that you need for this to be successful. And for each and every one of you, success may look different. So everybody's goals are different. I would say 95% of the people we work with, they are looking to lose weight, lose what we call fat loss versus weight loss, because our goal with you is to help you lose fat while maintaining your muscle. So I would say that's the majority. Some people come with muscle gain and strength. Whatever your specific goals are, the program will meet them, and we can help you as individually to sort out what you need to do to achieve those goals. But regardless of what your individual goals are, really the nutrition, the fitness, and the community, the support, the mindset really is key. And that's where we try to deliver it all in a very succinct, easy, adaptable, flexible, and sustainable package for you.
And so with that, when and how much? The program's going to start on Monday. And the cost of the program, as mentioned, fraction of the cost of personal training. And also too, we have a 33% discount specifically for the Kemptville District Hospital. So usually it's $15 a week. It's going to be $10 a week. So $120 for the course of the program. You can email me to get signed up. My email is there, j.wright89@live.com, or you can email Anna, who will then forward you to me. And in terms of getting you signed up for the actual program and how to get started, that email is the first thing. From there, you're going to receive your login to Trainerize, which will be another email that comes from The Right Fit. Very easy to walk you through how to get signed up For the app, the second thing is I'll take your email and invite you to join our private Facebook group. And then in terms of payment comes out through the app. So once you put your credit card in there, there'll be 2 payment installments. First one will be at the beginning of the program on Monday, which is $60 plus HST. And then 2 weeks later will be the second installment, $60 plus HST. And then from there, you're all set and you're ready to rock. And we're very, very excited about this opportunity to build a stronger, healthier, and ultimately more connected workplace with Kemptville District Hospital. So that opens us up to
We talked longer than we were
Q&A.
supposed to, Jake. I always
that
do.
tends to have.
Yes.
So just a question about the nutrition portion, because everybody would be different in terms of their intake and their activity level. Is there a specific, like, will you be giving each individual a specific caloric intake as well as how it's broken down into macronutrients?
Yes, so that's exactly what we do. So you'll get the information in the nutrition manual.
Okay.
And then also we address it all in more detail at the webinar, but we basically give everyone a starting point based on your goals. And we have specific formulas that we work with. And then obviously there's adjustments need to be made. As you know, Karen, formulas only work so well, and then it's trial and error as you go. But we're there along the whole way. So yes, you will come out, you will start with this is my starting point because I want to lose fat. That's my goal, weight loss, fat loss. We will help you figure out what your calories are you're going to start at, what your protein targets are going to be, and how the rest looks. Okay. And then we will be here along the way to adjust things, to help you adjust things as needed. I really can't stress home enough because there is a lot of online, and I know I see so many faces here of ladies that I know are fit and exercise a lot, and you know you've done a lot of programs, and I really want I can't stress enough that it's online, but we're here. And Jake, honestly, he's got 500 mothers across the country. Like these 500 physician ladies, he's their son. There's a connection there because he's on top of it. If you have questions, if you have concerns with the workouts, he's there. I'm here for the nutrition. And I mean, what's the beautiful thing about Kemptville Hospital too is not only am I here virtually, but I'm actually there in the hospital. So happy to chat anytime, obviously not in the middle of a code, but you know, I'm happy to troubleshoot your numbers and do what you need to do. And, but yes, you will all get your recipes, your individual recipes based on what your specific numbers and your specific goals are.
And I do want to comment on one thing because I see that we have a male here. We've talked a lot about our success in training with different females, but for Steve, particularly who's here, I do train a lot of females, but I also have lots and lots of experience training males, and the program will be user-friendly for males. And if your goal is not weight loss, if your goal is to build muscle or whatever it is, all the tools and all the resources will be there for you. And again, Suzanne will be there as part of the program. This is what I do full-time, online training. I went from standing up and training people anywhere from 10 to 13 hours a day to spending 10 to 13 hours a day on my laptop. But oddly enough, it's been a dream come true. And so yeah, I'll be with you every single way. And my goal is for anyone who comes into the program to just feel like I am your personal trainer, essentially.
So funny story, actually, now that I see you, hi, Steve, I know your camera's not on, is same thing. All of the Canadian women physicians, the husbands were getting jealous and they wanted a little bit of a piece of Jake. So he's actually started a whole program for the husbands. So now my husband, my daughter and I do the program that he designs for the female physicians. It's much the same program regardless, and then my husband and son do the one that he's designed for all the hubbies who were feeling like they were missing out on the parties. So yes, it's for all genders for sure. Any other questions? And I just have to give a shout out to Kara, who's one of us. I'm sure you saw the email, but she is also a massive success story. We didn't want to put you on the spot and put your picture up during the thing, Kara, but she's amazing.
I appreciate that.
For sure.
Any other questions, or if you want to add them to the chat, that's okay too.
Suzanne, do we have to do any food journaling?
Yeah, great question. So definitely, again, to make significant body changes, body composition changes, it really is about nutrition and understanding your calories and your protein. So we do encourage you to track your food, and we recommend MyFitnessPal, but any food tracker will work. And we help people learn tricks of the trades. There's lots of different ways to help you increase your adherence to that, and we help you with that along the way. If you're totally opposed to food tracking and that is just a no-go, not even going to consider, that's okay too. We can work with that. Obviously, a lot of our nutrition information is based on calories and macros and all of that, but we can help you work with intuitive eating as well. It does provide to be a little bit more of the challenge, but definitely not an impossibility. So we encourage you to try the tracking. And like I said, we have lots of great tricks to help it make it easier for you, but it's not mandatory. Anything else? Good questions, by the way.
Hi, it's Linda. I've done the calorie thing before, but I don't quite understand the macros and the micros.
You're not alone. You're not alone. We make sure, so even, I know, and I hesitated to even use those terms in this part. We take you through all of that. You will know it, Linda. You will be preaching it. You will be teaching it by the time you're done with that. We make it very clear.
Okay.
And one thing I
Thank you.
will say is you don't have to worry, like it's going to be very simplified. You don't have to worry about the micros, so to speak. Again,
Okay.
very digestible. We're going to get you to focus on two things. We're going to get you to focus on what's important, and then we're help to guide you to just tailor it to, again, continue to make small, subtle changes so that you can continue to see results. But the last thing we want for you is to be overwhelmed with things that you really don't need to focus on, such as your micronutrients.
Thank you.
I promise, Linda, we make it super simple and teach you along the way.
Okay, thank you.
Got it.
Any other questions?
How soon should we be making can I e-transfer money? My credit card has been frauded, so they canceled it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So is e-transferring acceptable?
Yeah.
Okay. And then should we have that, you obviously have to do some formulas for everybody. So should we have that to you as soon as possible, I'm assuming?
So
Yeah, sooner the better.
yeah. So basically next steps here, we just need your email. If you want to join, we need your emails. And from there, Jake will get you logged on to Trainerize, and you'll get an invitation to the app and get you logged into the app. And we'll be simultaneously inviting you to the Facebook group. If you don't have Facebook, it's not the end of the world. We just, that aspect, you'll still get the workouts in the nutrition manual and things like that. But ideally it is nice to be obviously part of the Facebook group. But so we get your email, we get you the app, we send you the link to the app, and we get you on the Facebook group. And then in the Facebook group over the next few days, over the weekend and things, there'll be intro posts to, this is how you work through Trainerize. We recommend MyFitnessPal to track your food. This is how it works, an intro to MyFitnessPal. So basically all the little steps you need to get ready. And then come Monday, the workouts will be there to get started and the information to come. Again, though, everybody, we don't expect Monday, you're like, woo, I'm ready to go, working out, my food, it's going to come in pieces. And one thing we want to reiterate, this is not a quick fix. This is not 12 weeks. We promise, to shred crazy amounts of weight. What we promise in the 12 weeks is that you will have the information you need to make the changes that long-term will give you the results in a sustainable way. And really that's what we want to do, is make sure that everybody leaves the 12 weeks with the information they need to achieve their goals long-term, because they've got the good, solid information. And weeded out all the junk that's out there in the media. So over the first 2 weeks, we'll be giving the information in tidbits at a time and getting you started. But the workouts will be there and loaded and good for you to go as of Monday.
And I will make one more comment. If you don't have Facebook, there will be an email list that goes out, and there's also a separate website that you'll have access to forever, so that if you're not part of the Facebook group, you'll see this week email that goes out what was posted in the group. It's obviously easier if you're part of the group and you're interacting in the group to just have it show up right in front of you, but the website is there. You get an email list and you can just go and check out all the content. And if you miss any of the content, or if there's lots of posts in the Facebook group and you can't find it, there's also that.
I have another question. After the 12 weeks, are you going to do like continuous 12-week fitness challenges?
That's the goal. So when we started with the Canadian Women's Position Challenge, it was just a week idea. And after week 10, one of our members out in Halifax was like, this has been awesome. She said, I haven't worked out in 3.5 years. Do we do this again? Or is there something else like this we can do? So, no, we do this again. We do this again. And thank goodness we did, because yeah, it's been an extreme success. Really cool. So the plan is to continue it on, but obviously it'll be based off of the response that we get, in hopes that you guys really love what we do.
Thanks, you guys. Super stoked.
Yeah.
Awesome. Super stoked as well.
It's time to start looking after yourselves. It's time to start looking after all of yourselves. It's been a shit year, people. Excuse my language.
No, it totally has.
Hard year. And now it's time to just, start to take care of yourselves again.
It's more the mental right now than anything else.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice to be involved in something that we actually can control. Finally, again.
Yes. And have something nice to talk about at work other than COVID.
Exactly.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us. I know time is precious. We really appreciate it. And if you have any questions that we didn't address tonight, by all means, just shoot me an email, shoot Jake an email, whatever is you're comfortable with. We'd be happy to answer. And we did record this. So we are going to post it out in case any of your colleagues or anybody you mentioned would have liked to have heard more about it, but didn't make it tonight. We're going to just blast it out to the staff again, so they have a chance to look at it and have any questions answered. The one thing I really do, I don't want anyone left behind. This is really important to me. I don't want anybody in Kempville left behind because they feel like they can't do it. So if you happen to know any colleagues or friends they were talking to who just felt like it was too much, like they were too much of a beginner, please, if you can at least reiterate that it really is for everybody. And we do have the beginner intro program, especially for them to make sure that regardless of where you're starting, there is a place for you and a space for you here. So if you happen to hear that buzz around, please just reassure people that's not the case. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Look forward to seeing you on Monday, and you'll have my email.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.